Hello everyone, welcome to Module 6. This module is going to be focusing on aviation laws and regulations. As you all know, there's a ton of aviation laws and regulations both domestically and internationally that us as pilots, operators, and anybody who works in the aviation industry needs to abide by. This is kind of your opportunity to look at some of the history of how some of these laws have come into place. The big one, obviously, is the deregulation in 1978. So I implore you to look up the Deregulation Act of 1978 and see how has that affected the aviation industry today. For those of you who are currently working in aviation, look back and see how has that shaped the job that you're doing now. And for those of you who are looking into going into aviation or you have family who works in aviation, look and see how it shaped the history of aviation over the years. And then look at the current laws that are in place, especially when you start discussing drones and next-gen aviation, next-gen airspace systems and whatnot. And that will help kind of shape as to where aviation law has been in the past, aviation law is currently, and where it is going in the future. Obviously, individual countries have worked separately, and then as aviation grew over the years and we became more international, we've had to develop associations and organizations like ICAO, for example. So this is a great module to start researching how has that all come into place and how does that affect you into the field you want to go into. This week's writing assignment is going to discuss that as well. So this week's writing assignment is going to be based off of researching one national and one international regulation to identify an area where the regulation can be improved upon based on current, future, or industry changes. So what I want you to do is I want you to look back at current regulations that are on the books, one international and one domestic, that you think had be improved upon based off of things such as changing technologies, changing patterns of movement for aircraft, putting more aircraft in the sky, etc. So this is your chance to kind of look and see where the expansion of these regulations can be in place. What I want you to do also is try to tie in material from this week, as well from the readings from earlier from this week, and then tie in some current articles that are out there as well in the idea that you may have. So find something that you want to expand upon, and maybe it's an idea that's already out there. That's totally fine. I want you to research that idea and expand upon it in your own words. So I don't want to just see copy and pasting from quotes for the entire thing where you're just quoting material. I want you to have your own idea and then support it with quoted material. Some notes from the previous paper that you wrote is please go in and read the graded paper that I return to you. So I return a copy of your paper to you as an attachment within the graded module there. And please go into that and read the notes that I've put in the right-hand margin there. And that will help you improve upon your paper for the next one. Some of you are still not using the template. So things, very, very basic things such as the title page, or the references page is not quite formatted correctly per APA, so that's where the template is perfect. All you have to do is copy that template and make that your own with your own words, and then the content in there obviously is change it to match your own words. Great job for some of you who have tried to put charts, incorporate charts into your paper. Some of you have tried to put in, have incorporated other literature block quotations in your paper as well. So great job trying to get out there and create a really good product. So nice work overall. But please read the notes from the previous week or the previous assignment so that you can see how you can improve upon from the previous paper that you turned in. And finally, I think I already mentioned it, but tie in the concepts from this week into your paper. So I did already mention it, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So hope you all have a great week. Of course, reach out to me if you have any questions at all.